Welcome to Beyond a Happy Marriage. I'm Arcadius.
And I'm Monika.
If you are striving for something deeper than just a happy marriage,
if you want a relationship that's truly transformative, that leads to intentional living,
then this podcast is for you.
We are absolutely delighted to bring our conversations to English-speaking couples around the world. Hi, Monika here. Today I want to talk to you about something that sounds like a complete contradiction. That sometimes God's greatest gift in our life is hardship. Not pleasure, not ease, not an immediate solution to all problems. Hardship. And I know how that sounds. Who among us doesn't prefer the easy path? Who doesn't dream of a life without obstacles, without problems, without challenges? But after 18 years of marriage, after 10 years of struggling with infertility, after moving from England to Poland with 2 small children, and after renovating our house ourselves without the help of professionals, I can tell you one thing. Hardship has shaped who I am today. Not the success, not the easy days, not the moments when everything fell into place. It's those days when I wanted to give up, but I didn't. Those days have made me the woman, mother, and wife I am today. And today I want to tell you about a woman who lived 1700 years ago, who prayed for 17 years for the conversion of her son, and who became the patron saint of perseverance in prayer. Her son became one of the greatest saints in the history of the Church. Saint Augustine. Her name is Monika, and she is my patron saint. Imagine a woman in the 4th century after Christ. She has a son who is everything to her. But this son lives in partnership with another woman. He rejects Christianity. He joins a sect. He leads a life full of sin. And the mother prays. 1 year, 2 years, 5, 10, 17 years of persistent prayer. Some of you may know what it means to pray for someone for years. For the conversion of a husband, for a child's return to faith, for healing in the family. And you know what it's like when the answer doesn't come? A week, a month, a year, 2 years. And you begin to wonder, does God even hear me? Saint Monika probably wondered the same thing. History tells us she was in despair, that she cried. Her tears were so abundant that the bishop, to whom she came for consolation, spoke the famous words to her. Go in peace. The son of so many tears cannot perish. But even these words didn't bring immediate change. Augustine continued to live in sin. He continued to reject the faith. And Monika continued to pray. As I prepared for this episode, I wondered, what gave her strength? Where did she draw perseverance from for those 17 years? And I think I could draw an answer. That was in her approach to hardship. Saint Monika didn't perceive her suffering as a punishment. She saw it as participation in Christ's suffering. Every tear she shed was like a drop of Christ's blood on the cross. Every prayer was like a hammer blow that held her son captive to sin. She didn't pray to escape suffering. She prayed through suffering. And after 17 years, Augustine converted. Not only did he convert, he became a priest, a bishop, one of the greatest theologians in the history of the Church, a doctor of the Church. His writings, confessions, and on the City of God shape theology to this day, 1700 years later. And all of this because one mother never stopped praying, because one woman accepted the effort of prayer as a gift from God in shaping herself in the salvation of her son. Now let me tell you our story. It's not as dramatic as Saint Monika's. None of us is Saint Augustine, but it's ours. It's true, and perhaps you will recognize fragments of your own path in it. In May this year, we made a decision that changed our comfortable life. After almost 20 years in Great Britain, most of our adult lives, where we educated, started our career, and our family, we decided to return to Poland, our home country. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? A return to our roots. Closeness to family, Polish traditions. Well, the reality was different. First, we had to find a school for boys. Our older son spoke Polish, but had never attended a Polish school. The younger one was just beginning to speak properly. Both of them were raised in the British education system. Then a job for Arek. In the middle of summer season, when everyone was on holiday, and trying to find a house. After many struggles, we managed to buy a house that needed renovation, a complete renovation, and we decided to do it all ourselves without the help of professionals, of course, to save money. Those of you who have ever renovated a house or a flat know what that means. But the biggest challenge was something else. Family relationships. For 20 years, we were alone, the two of us. Then, the four of us with the boys. No family nearby, no grandparents, no aunts, uncles, cousins. We learned to be independent. We learned to rely only on ourselves. And suddenly, family is close. Grandparents try to help us as much as they can with children. Neighbors come over. Everyone has an opinion on how we should raise children, how we should renovate the house, and how we should live in general. It was difficult at times, and then I remembered my patron saint, Saint Monika. I began to see every challenge as an opportunity to shape my character. When we were looking for a school for boys, it wasn't an obstacle. It was an opportunity to learn the Polish education system, to meet new people, to see how God was leading us through this. And we found a school, a small school. The boys settled in faster than we thought. When Arek was looking for a job, it was, for many months, it was an opportunity to see how God opens doors in the most unexpected moments. And he found a job. When we were renovating the house ourselves, every hammer, every wall, every hour of work, it wasn't simple suffering, it was building our house together as a family. And the house is becoming our home, slowly, but it is. And family relationships? That was the hardest part, and it still is, but I see how God uses it to shape my heart. I'm learning that the effort involved in rebuilding family relationships is a gift that shapes me, that makes me a better wife, a better mother, a better daughter. And today, when I look back on these last few months, I see one thing. It all paid off. Not because it's easy now, We still renovating the house, we still building relationships, we still learning a new reality. But because this effort teaches us something we wouldn't learn easily. It teaches us perseverance. It teaches us humility. It teaches us that God guides even when the road is bumpy. In the letter to the Romans, St. Paul writes, "And we know that in all things God works for good with those who love Him." In everything. Not just in good things, not just in difficult times, in everything. For us, it was in moving, in renovating a house, in finding a school, in building relationships with family. Everything works together for our good when we love God. And you know what's beautiful? When I begin to see hardship this way, it ceases to be a burden. It becomes a privilege. A privilege of participating in God's work of forming my soul. A privilege of being molded by His hands. A privilege of becoming the woman He wants me to be. Okay, now specifically. What can you do when you're facing a difficult time in life? Well, step 1, name the difficulty and accept it. Don't pretend it's not hard. You can say it out loud. This is hard, but I accept it as a gift from God in shaping my character. Step 2, find your patron saint. I have Saint Monika. You can have your own saint who has gone through similar experiences. Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus, for those who feel small in the face of great challenges. Saint Rita, for those going through impossible situations. For many, it's Saint Joseph, for fathers who protect their families. And pray to them and read about them. Let their story give you courage. Step 3, daily thanksgiving. This is a practice we introduced in our family when we moved. Every evening before praying with the boys, we go through the day and give thanks for everything, both the good and the difficult things. Thanksgiving changes perspective. Last step, celebrate small victories. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Small victories, small steps. But each one is proof that God is leading. And remember, perseverance isn't a talent. It's a decision you make every day. A decision not to give up. A decision to believe that hardship is worthwhile. A decision to see God's hand in every challenge. Before I wrap up, I want to encourage you to listen to previous episodes of Beyond a Happy Marriage or visit our blog at natprofam.com. And remember, Saint Monika prayed for 17 years. God works in His time, not in ours, but He always works for our good. See you soon. Bye.